Well, what is up, everyone? Luke here, and thank you for watching this video. This is a little bit different from my typical YouTube videos. It's a recap of a species fishing contest that I took part in June. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you very much. All right, if you're going to go to the internet and search for the term rough fish, you're probably going to come up with a bunch of pictures and descriptions of fish like common carp and suckers and gar and things like that. Typically, what some anglers might call trash fish. Okay? That's a huge misnomer because most of them are not trash fish. They're very important, and there are people that actually enjoy catching them. Right? If you go to the website roughfish.com, for example, right? That's what we're seeing here. It's a website devoted to anglers that enjoy fishing for fish just like that. Now, what we're seeing here are the results of this June's species contest. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. But if you're interested in things other than like bass and trout, go to the website, check it out. Maybe you'll find people that share similar interests. All right, so in this video, I'm going to show you the fish that I caught participating in this year's species contest. So I started off June 1st, fishing a little creek near my house. For some of these places, I'm not going to give names just to not burn spots. Okay, so first fish for this year's contest was a brown trout. Okay, caught it on a trout magnet. Surprise, surprise. Okay. That same morning, I caught this weird-looking rainbow trout. Okay. And then in a stream near my house, rock bass. Couple looks at him as I let him go, or get ready to let him go, and a green sunfish. Also, at that stream kind of close to my house. All right, so 4 species on day 1, off to a good start. On June 2nd, I was lucky enough again to go fishing, to go fishing, so I went to a place called Green Lane Reservoir. Started the morning with top water, caught quite a few smallmouth bass, some black crappie, surprisingly, and then switched over to some smaller fish here, pumpkin seed and a bluegill. On June 3rd, I was able to get out in the evening for a little bit. I hit one of my favorite creeks ever. Really nice place. This is the first time I've fished it all year. Water was a little high, a little stained, but things worked out. One of the great places about this is just the views. Here I caught a red breast sunfish and a creek chub, first for the month of June. So exactly what I was hoping for. On June 6th, I fished a section of the Lehigh River. Lots of possible species here, but I didn't have the best luck. Caught a really nice smallmouth, but I already caught one of those, but it was a really nice one of the bigger ones I've caught in a while. Other than that, fishing was pretty slow, but I did manage to get the only fall fish for the month of June. There we go, right there. Had a few slow days, so on June 8th, I went into my backyard, caught a goldfish out of the pond there. This thing counts because it was actually born. It was like the 3rd generation of fish in that little tiny body of water. And from there, we move on. On June 12th, I spent a really wet, rainy Sunday morning fishing the Lehigh Canal. I could have had a couple of different species here. I ended up losing a yellow perch, which was a bummer because I didn't catch one the rest of the month, but caught for the first time in June a largemouth bass and really exciting chain pickerel. That was the first one I've ever caught, ever. All right, so fast forward 2 days to June 14th. My wife and I were lucky enough to spend a night away from home by ourselves. I guess we had the dogs. And on the way back home, we stopped at Hickory Run State Park, where I was going to try to catch one species of fish, not this here. This is a brown bullhead. So you can see the chin whiskers showing you exactly why. He's a little guy, but I was kind of excited here too because this is the first, at least knowingly, brown bullhead I've ever caught. Never identified him before. Just called him bullhead and just let him go. So a brown bullhead, awesome. More brown bullhead. You can see Mitzi's feet in the background. So that was cool. Wasn't expecting that. Was expecting to catch these golden shiners. So a couple of different examples. Good deal. Next time out was Father's Day, June 19th. I got out by myself for the morning. Managed to hook into this pretty decent common carp. So good day. All right, the next day, family and I went to Beltsville Lake State Park. Beltsville Lake, where swimming on the beach and things like that. I did sneak away for a little bit to see if I could catch some fish. Managed one new one for the month. That's this white perch right here. It was a pretty nice one too, probably one of my biggest, so I'm gonna call that my PB white perch. Didn't have a scale, but you can see, you know, bigger than my hand. Most of the ones I catch around here are quite a bit smaller than that. And you know, the species as a whole fights hard. This one fought really hard because of its size, so that was cool. From here, things really slowed down, mostly because I was running out of good options in terms of fish species. So here, I went back to Green Lane Reservoir on June 28th, caught a yellow bullhead, which was first for the month, and actually first yellow bullhead I've ever identified as a yellow bullhead, so another, we'll call it lifer. That was cool. All right, so that yellow bullhead was the last new species I was able to catch for the month of June. So I finished the species contest at 19 species. Not bad, not good. This was my first time doing it. So I learned a lot. I had a lot of fun, and I look forward to doing it again. My goal next year, I think, is to try to maintain a one new species of fish per day average so I can finish somewhere around 30. So until then, we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys for watching. Been a very different video, more kind of typical videos to come. So we'll see y'all soon. Bye.